everyone, here's cousin Kitwana. This entire month we are celebrating something, and that is the 30th anniversary of my favorite Disney princess movie, and that is without surprise to any furry, Beauty and the Beast. And I've got so many cool Beauty and the Beast toys in my collection, mainly dolls, that I would like to show you these over the next couple episodes. Today we are going to start with the second coolest doll that the Disney Store ever released for Beauty and the Beast. The coolest doll actually was this set behind me here, which you have already seen in episode number 57, the Belle and Beast Platinum doll set. But today we are going to look at the second coolest Beast doll ever, and this is the 17-inch limited edition Beast from 2016, from the 25th anniversary of Beauty and the Beast. This doll is really one of my favorite Beauty and the Beast toys in my collection, and I'm happy that I actually through a lucky coincidence got two of them, so we can unbox one today and take a look at this huge and impressive beast. These dolls come in this special window display boxes, which you do not have to destroy in order to get the doll out. I'm going to show it to you just in a minute, but first we take a quick look at the box. You can see it's got the old Disney Store logo and some golden ornaments all around the window display box, and it says Beast, one of 3,500. That's the limited edition, and on the top of the box we can find a Beauty and the Beast logo on the plastic. And the same logo is on the back as well, along with a description of the doll. And further down we can see the original US retail price at the Disney Store for almost $120. In Europe it was 84 euros. I remember these dolls were available worldwide, not just in the US. And not only in the stores but also online. I said we want to unbox one of them today, and we are going to do this with this doll that I am holding in my hands. So you can actually display these dolls in a variety of options. You can simply remove the front cover first, and then you still have the doll protected by the plastic. Looks like this. You can see a little bit more of the doll. If you prefer to store your doll like that, you can actually put that cover on again, back of the box like this, and you have your doll like this. It's also a really nice way to display. But we want to go a little bit further and put the doll down for this, and then we remove the plastic here. Now no longer protected from dust and dirt, so be careful if you really want to display your doll like this. I of course recommend you to display the doll in the original box. Now we can still further unbox this doll more, and that's by removing the actual back cover of the box. This. And that not only reveals us the doll, but also the certificate of authenticity, and you can see from the 3,500, I've got number 2,531. So definitely want to keep that. And now we can basically separate the doll from the backing of the box. There's a couple twisty ties to cut through. But before we do that, take a close look at the birds surrounding the beast, which I plan to cut away in order to display the doll and make use of its posability. And when looking at these birds, you probably can remember the scene this doll is actually capturing. Okay, now I cannot wait to liberate the beast from his castle, I almost wanted to say, and I'll be carefully cutting the wires and twisty ties and everything, so we can take a close look of the beast in just a second, and I'll be right back. Okay, so unboxing this doll definitely took some time, and I had to take really good care in order not to destroy anything. And it quickly became clear that you are actually not supposed to unbox this doll. So if you only have one doll, unlike me, definitely do not unbox this doll, because the material used on his outfit is rather sensitive to cuts, dust and dirt. It will stick right in the first second after opening the box. The dust and dirt will stick onto the fabric of the beast's outfit, especially his cape. So please keep your doll in the box while on display, or at the very least put it into a glass cabinet so it will be protected from the elements. Alternatively, if you do not have a glass cabinet or any other place that is protected from dust and dirt, you could simply put this doll back into the box and make sure you put the plastic cover over it and display it like that, like it was never unboxed. So the box will serve as a display case as well. And while I was unboxing, I also noticed that the box inlay features some cool castle artwork. Unfortunately, this is going to be destroyed when you unbox, when you actually separate the doll from the inlay. And here we have our beast, and wow, this doll is so incredibly impressive. Even though Disney Store claims this to be a 17-inch doll, it is more like it's more closer to 18-inch, since the beast is actually taller than a standard human being would be, so it's perfectly in scale. And look at this beautiful, beautiful, huge and heavy doll. And this doll is so incredibly delicate that I prefer not to touch it. Yet, of course, I still have a few detailed shots for you of this huge, fascinating creature that is the beast. Let's start at the head. And the head is all made out of plastic. It's no fur that was used for the head. And actually, I'm really glad they did not use any fur for it, because it looks really good with the material that they have chosen. It's shaded in a black and brown, and you can see the fur actually molded very well. So it's got blue side glancing eyes, black horns, and of course you can also see the two teeth standing out. And on the back it's even got the ponytail molded into the fur. It's important to note that the head is hollow, but there's no Prince Adam underneath, so the head is not removable. They just sealed it off with rubber and popped it onto a standard African-American 17-inch doll body. that they also used for their other male dolls, their 17-inch male dolls that released over the past few years. And when we go further down, we can see his cravat, and this cravat features a clasp with a full stone. Really, really nicely done. Underneath he wears a pretty standard white outfit. And in his hand paws, he's holding two of the birds, as seen in the movie scene, a blue and a red one. If you wish so, you could basically remove these birds as well from his hands, and that would make the hands posable, yet I decided to leave them on there for now. And if you look closely, you can see the hands not only have 5 claws, you can also see the articulation. It's got articulation on the wrists as well, and take a look how the lower arms are molded. These are definitely not from a special doll body. These have been specially created for this beast doll. You can see it's actually got the fur molded in. And then further down he wears standard black pants. These are also quite sensitive to cats' dust, so be very careful. And when we go down all the way to the bottom, we can see fantastically molded feet claws. Take a look at this, 4 claws on each foot, unlike the 12-inch classic doll, which only has 3 claws per foot. They definitely did the right thing here and did not spare anything. And take a look at this fantastic mold top. These legs look really, really great. And they are posable as well. There is articulation not only on the hips but also in the knees, so you can pose these feet and legs a little bit. I really like that they created separate molds, not just a standard 17-inch human doll body. And then let's take a quick look at the tail as well. I really, really like the beast's tail. It actually even has a kind of a wire stiffener in there, so you can actually pose it. And it certainly is very, very furry, so good job on the tail, Disney. And then finally we take a look at his cape that he's wearing. The blue velvet cape, beautiful color. But as with the pants, take real good care of it. It is very, very sensitive to dust and dirt, and it catches this stuff the second you unbox it. But what I really like is this cape is very, very wide. It actually features kind of like a hoodie, but I'm not going to put this over the beast's head. It's actually sewn onto, so I'm not going to cut anything open anymore, since the doll displays beautifully the way it is. And the coolest thing, of course, on this cape are the golden embroideries. And take a close look what we can see here. Not only floral ornaments, a coat of arms, no, it also has a couple lion motifs, and that's of course the coolest thing, since the beast actually does contain a little bit of lion species. And you can also see this design actually continues on the inside of the cape, on the red fabric on the inside. And it's also got some more lion designs in there. It's really, really nice. And overall this doll is definitely one of the most elegant dolls the Disney Store has ever released. And besides the fabric that is sensitive to dust and dirt, another weak point of this doll is the stand. The display stand comes included with this doll, but I wish they would have used a little bit of a larger stand, a larger diameter at the base, because this doll is actually too heavy and too tall for the stand that they included. The stand is actually designed to hold the slightly smaller 17-inch human dolls, which have a lot less weight. So it's a little bit too small for the beast, and you really have to take good care when you set up this beast on this stand and properly pose its legs in order for it to not to trip over. Make sure that the beast, that the body is posed upright and the legs are actually on the base of the stand. That way the doll will stand pretty well, as you can see here. Now, if you still want to get one of these dolls, they are of course rare nowadays. As said, they have released in 2016 with a limited edition of 3,500 pieces, and while you can still find them on eBay occasionally, their value has gone up to around $350 to $400 if you happen to still find them. Usually when you find them, they are at least in box, so that will guarantee you a doll that is not dirty and doesn't look worn yet. And if you are a Beauty and the Beast fan, this doll definitely is a must-have in your collection. And if you like Beauty and the Beast, then stay tuned all through this month here on Kitwana's Toys, as we are going to look at other fantastic rare Beauty and the Beast toys. Next week actually we are going to look at another Disney Store doll, a doll set actually, and it's a set that has become just as rare as this 18-inch doll, and you will see what it is next week. So once again, happy birthday Beauty and the Beast. Thank you for all the inspiration you have provided over the past 3 decades, and I'm looking forward to many more pieces of Beauty and the Beast merchandise. And we will see us next week when we look at another piece of Beauty and the Beast merchandise. Until then, goodbye.